I don't know why my... What am I looking for? Oh, I don't know what the heck. Staring right at it. All right. Hi, welcome in. All right. Oh, let me mute this. Hi, welcome in. I know it works. Oh, let me mute this. Whoa. Hi, welcome in. I know it works. Let me mute this. Whoa. What the? What is going on? Okay, there we go. That was nuts. Oh my lord. Okay, you have to bear with me. Not feeling great. We are getting there somewhere. Don't want this one. Oh shit. Turn it down. Hold on, babe. I'm off. Let's put it on low for a minute. 2 more minutes. It's almost done. And the whole world fall apart over here. What do I want to do? We'll just put that up there for now. Bear with me, guys. I'm working my way here. Trying to get my crap together. Fair warning, because I have workshops and a bunch of stuff going on. What are we, 14? A bunch of stuff going on today. I'm going to stay till probably close to 4 o'clock. Oh, ew, welcome. Who would that be? Lollipop. I love people like you. It makes me so happy. Carla, welcome, welcome. Just remember, it's a waste of time to put energy towards upsetting me, so. Oh, yeah, I need to do a lot of things, eh? Wow, you guys have been a while. I got to give you credit. Well, you can continue. Sure. I need a lot of things, says you. By the way, you're just letting me know all your insecurities. That's why you're behind the keyboard. I wish you the very best, though, because I don't want to see anybody else hurt by their own issues. Fix my nose? Well, I did a long time ago. Somebody broke it. That's what happens. Hi, Adeline. The bullies, you're welcome to stay because you're going to at least get me some extra likes, extra support. We love it all. So enjoy your moment. It won't last long, but enjoy it. Okay. You're going to be really upset when I eat my lunch.
Don't care.
Is that enough, Grace? It's really hot, so be careful, okay? Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. All right. I know, I need to do everything says you. Who are you, boss? Get lost. I'm gonna eat my lunch too. Says the guy behind the keyboard, or girl, whatever you are. Either way, you're just a bot wasting time. And energy. I don't have patience for you, but you're more than welcome to keep talking. But if you get rude to my other people in here, you're gonna get blocked. Oh, it must be you. I'm glad at least you had to make a few different accounts to come back. Keep typing. I hope you have the best day, by the way. Keep making me famous. I appreciate it. Today is a busy day for the rest of y'all that are paying attention. Oh, by the way, I'm going to pull one card for you because I already know what's going to come out, but you feel like you just need it because you got some issues. Adeline, you don't have to tell them to stop being mean to me, and it's only one. And this person had to fight very hard to come back. It's also family. They don't like to admit it. Family, friends of family, family put them up to it. It doesn't matter. I say you have rats in your house. Oh, well. I've never seen one yet. The only rats in the house are the people coming here trying to be abusive. It's kind of wasted energy. Don't worry, they're getting upset because the cycle is completing. You see what that means? And what happens is that means that their bad deeds, not so friendly deeds, are catching up to them, and they don't have any protection anymore. And they can't blame me because I haven't been there. People tend to get upset about that. Quit being rude to her, you lowlifes. Been in here for a minute, and she's amazing. No good names left. Oh, I like your name. Don't worry. They haven't been here this entire time. All the time they're showing up. Trust you, me. Something's happening. And the reason that they're doing it like that is because sometimes there's a time when you actually have to be accountable for some of the things you've been doing, and it's starting to happen. And this is the only way they can do it. So if they keep pushing and pushing and pushing, then they can get someone to snap. Then they can say, look, see, she deserved it. Oh my God. Well, what happens is when you overcome abuse for over 40 years, when you find a way above it, this is a joke. It's not even... it's not even energy to put into it. I've actually given them far more than I should, but I was being nice. Because my kindness far outweighs my smarts sometimes. I know they're hurting, and I know they have their own struggles, and that world that came out is exactly that. Something is completing, and the only way they can get it back is if they can push, because if they can get that bite of energy, then they think they can keep tugging on it. That's what vampires do, but you don't have to worry. Energy vampires are here to drain, but you can't do it. And I'm sorry, but I wish you the very best day. I pulled the card for you. You know the world. You know your cycles are ending. Accountability goes where it lies, my friend. My house can be messy because I'm a single mom, and guess what? When I have appointments and things to do, that happens. I have a child who has struggles, so I'm going to waste my time doing that. Or am I going to show up and do the right thing? Clean at the end of the day, so I don't allow things to stress me out. Hi, Comedy. How are you? Welcome in. Jersey Gibbs. I like the name. Am I a teacher? I am of sorts. I teach about alchemy and motion. I teach about emotional awareness. I teach about narcissistic abuse and how to see and recognize the patterns. I teach how to overcome it, how personal accountability and self-love allows us the space to show up with confidence, with clarity, and to move forward with the next actionable step. And I teach enough to know from the trenches that when people come in like that, they're literally shining the mirror on their own insecurities, and it's wasted effort, and now they have to go off on their own. Well, I'd say and figure out their life, but that's their choice. Whether they do or they don't doesn't affect me. And it only shows who they are. And they're all one-person accounts anyway. They just make new and new ones. That's it. Have done coffee. I have not. I'm having water and Mr. Noodles because we have a busy, busy day today. So, I'm trying to get a couple bites in while I do this. Thursdays is always very hectic. Oh, but did you see my post on Your Welcome Jersey? I pull cards. I do intuitive reading. I do all kinds of stuff, but I'm not here for the tea on the people. 10:10 on the clock. Do I teach 5th grade? I bet if I did, there'd be a lot more kind 5th graders.
Thank you.
I don't teach anything. except life experience. And I have not done coffee yet. I'm just going to try and munch some of this before I go. And then, what? 30 days is 30 days. It's a commitment. So I have to come live. And yesterday I was talking about doing it messy and giving yourself permission. And, because, you know, people tend to make things a lot harder. And we do it ourselves, too. So it's not just a thing that magically happens. We all tend to put this expectation, or we need to do this certain thing. Hi, Simple. How are you? Oh, you came just in time. You missed my little haters. And it's funny because now they have to make new 1111. Thank you, Spirit. They keep having to make new accounts to do it. And they think they're going to hurt my feelings or make me cry. And I was like, it was fun. I pulled a card for them and they choked and left because they didn't like when it showed up the, what is it, the Ten of Cups. That's family. They know I know their family. Sent by family. Same thing. But, yeah. They got choked up and had to go. Because now they know they're caught. Which is fine with me. You still don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I am eating. I'm sure that's probably not high on the YouTube list of things to do. But, yeah, you have to laugh. Because it was pretty funny. And the thing is, they think that they don't know. They think that we can't tell it's them by the abusive tactics. Like, we didn't survive that for 40 years. You think I don't know the pattern very well? Yeah, it was funny. Anyways, it gave me a laugh for a moment. And I got some entertainment, something to get my little facetious ass up. And, you know, I still have my cynicism. I still have my smart ass. And I have a mouth that'll lay down some whoop ass if I want to. But I chose not to, which means every day I know I'm healing properly because I could have been a real nasty beep. Yeah, I'm talking as I go, but it was a busy day. Extremely busy, but so good. I don't know if you saw my post yet, but I finally, we were talking about giving ourselves permission yesterday, and that was a big thing for me because it kind of started me down this thing. And as we're learning and as we're growing, when we learn, first of all, I can't wait to get rid of this sickness. It's driving me nuts because of the AC and then the heat, and it's not quite there yet. It's kicking my butt. So I apologize in advance. Giving ourselves permission, you know, I did all of the alleyways. I did all of the big corporations because my goal is I want to get the impact out there and I want to help people, you know, and for it to be accessible for people. Not everybody can afford $30 for a workshop, which is still reasonable. I'm trying, you know, I'm not trying to be excessive. I'm trying to keep it simple, get the information out, help people. But I was waiting and I was hoping, and doors are slowly opening that way because there's a lot of red tape. Nothing is, yeah. But I finally said, why am I, like, I've been building this long before they came, before I got them involved. Yes, I'm hoping for them to come in someday so I can help others and be very accessible. The impact can be great and sustainable, right? Because, like I said, if YouTube paid me, I'd do this for free every single day and not care because I'm getting the things out. You know, do the workshops, do my show-ups everywhere I want to do the kids ones. I would love that, right? The struggle was give yourself permission, right? And so I finally said, you know what, I'm doing that. And yes, I got it up, I got it out there. And a couple of my friends, like local friends, were super excited and they're already trying to share it out. And they're taking it, the one lady, really good friend of mine, she's a psychologist, children's psychologist. But she's very, very, very smart. So is her husband. And they've just been great friends since I came here, pretty much. And
my kid loves her noodles.
And my kid loves her noodles too. But they've been really, really good friends and great supporters of me and what I'm doing because they've seen like the levels, right? And they know what I'm doing. They know that I'm actually walking proof, so they're like sending it to their friends, which are definitely on a different level than my friends. If you look at like diplomas, things like that, certificates, they have the book knowledge, right? The technical, the applied. I have the hard knocks knowledge, right? Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm posting on my social media, but I'm also taking. I've actually printed out. Hold on. One bite will I move. Oh, where's my bag? Can you go get my bag for me, please? I gotta stop setting it so far away. God, I'm hungry today. I've been working since 6 o'clock this morning, and I didn't eat, and I'm like, oh my God. That's also that balance. Checking yourself and saying, nope, I gotta do this. So sometimes you have to do some things together, but we make it work.
What do you? What is it?
Mmm. Did you eat all yours? Do you want some more of mine? These are the same thing. Me and you are sharing. I can't believe you ate all yours. So I made these.
Mom, did you say green?
Yeah, because of the green peppers and the green onions. It's yummy. So I made this one, and so the libraries, the workshops, the places that I go that do host a lot of workshops for this, they were like, bring it, print it out, put it up. So yeah, but I think word of mouth is going to be the first and foremost, which is really exciting because if I was a lesser person or if I had less confidence in what I know, what I've been through, how I teach it, how I share it, um, the people that come in and they say the nasty things, you know, maybe they would get to me. Or maybe a year ago they would have, but, and even a year ago, they never got to me because they hurt my feelings. That's the difference. People don't tend to understand that hurting my feelings was never a thing. I've always had this, how do you put it? Fight for the underdog, right? So when you see someone come in, it doesn't matter who it is, right? If they're attacking me, I was like, nah, whatever. But the act of the bully, right? The act of somebody trying to attack or say nasty things was what would always make me defiant. It would make me so just want to be nasty. Not because I needed to defend myself, not because, you know, they hurt my feelings. It was because it's like people like you know, sit behind a keyboard. You have nothing to do in your life to do anything better because if you have the time to do that with somebody, you're clearly not doing the right things in your life, right? But when they attack people, me, it doesn't bother me. But you meet people that it actually does hurt and cause struggles for, that's where I get that, like, mama bear kind of thing, and I get this rage. And it used to make me so mad that I'd be like, you know what, you can F off, and I could say all kinds of nasty things. But now, I just don't. I can't be bothered because I know, yeah. And now I just laugh. Before I don't, like, I could never explain exactly what it was that upset me, you know? And, like, I knew what it was, but because I would be so frustrated trying to sort it out and say it in a way that made sense because I was in, like, protective mode and I was mad. It was wasted energy. But then when they came in today, I was just like, welcome. You can stay if you want, but you got the right person. And it was kind of like just a reminder, right? You pick up only, it's what you choose to pick up. Yeah. They're like, clean your house. I'm like, come clean it for me. Don't tell me what to do. Come here, I'll pay you. I'm busy. I ain't got time for that. Because they see my messy table. That gets cleaned once a day. And there's a rule, and I had to create that rule. Because it used to make me so upset. A freaking table, used to make me so upset. I felt like my whole world was going to collapse. I felt like I'm failing at everything. Like the absolute spiral it would put me in because I would clean it, and 2 seconds later, my kid piled 500 things on it. I'm still contemplating getting rid of it, but it used to make me so upset because I got so many other things to do, and I'm trying to do this, and I sat in the bathroom and cried one day for five minutes solid. Because I'm like, I can't be failing that bad that I can't keep a coffee table clean. Like, we all have those days, right? I know it's kind of being funny, but I was angry, frustrated, and I'm like, I can't be yelling at my kid over a coffee table. So I can just be me and do the things that I need to do and clean it one time a day. In the evening, that's it. At the end of the day, and be happy about it. We start the day with a clean table. And that's. I had to set boundaries for things like that. And they sound kind of dumb, but at the time, when the one thing that's making you spiral of all of the tasks you have to do in a day, of all the things you're doing, and that's the one thing that's setting you off, it's time to do something. So I made that boundary for myself. And even when I look at it, my eye starts to twitch. It's like, nope, not today. It's not 8 o'clock yet. Set her down. It was just 21:21 on the clock. And that's why I teach what I teach. Do what works for you, right? I can tell you all the tools that work for me, and some of them may work for you, but I'd rather show you how to find the tools that work for you. I'd rather show you how to apply it. Encourage you when you are applying it and seeing a little leeway and keep you doing it so you don't give up, right? Like, that's the part that matters. It's not the actual doing. It's not the trying and trial and error. It's the showing up, finding it, understanding it, recognizing it, and celebrating it. People skip the celebration part way too much, including me. But I took my time today when I made my flyers and stuff, and I made my posts. And I have a friend, I don't want to put her name out there, but I have a friend on LinkedIn building an amazing, she's built an amazing thing, and she's like me, wants to make it easy and accessible for everyone, and she was doing the same thing, waiting for the bureaucratic doors to open, which, by the way, takes forever. It's not saying it's never going to happen, but it takes a long time, right? I know, we're all guilty of it, and I want to tell you, you're guilty, but then I want to celebrate you for showing up, right? Like, I want to give you trouble, but in a good way, right? I want to have those moments. And that's what I did. I celebrated her, and I told her, like, we just got to find the balance. I know I'm working on it, too. I got to balance the impact that I want to create and stability, right? Like, it has to be sustainable because I'm a single mom, right? So there has to be a give-take, right? And so I was explaining that to her, and I told her, like, what you're doing is amazing, and really, truly it is. It's going to help a lot of people. But I was like, don't give up. There's always another way. We'll think outside the box. So I'm kind of shooting some ideas at her. And, when you get close to devastation, you got to step outside you got to observe it from the outside, because sometimes when you see your whole world collapsing around you and you've been trying so hard to fight to keep it up, trust me, I know I've lost a lot of things a lot of times and had to rebuild. When you've seen that happen and you've been in it, having to step outside that and just observe, not judge, just observe your behaviors, your thoughts, all of those things, the patterns that lead you here, the reason why. And I had to do it, which is why I decided to give myself permission. That's kind of why I'm talking about it here. And that's, she needed to give herself permission, but she also needed to say, I put a lot of work into this. I deserve to be paid. My value, I'm worth the value. I put in this work, right? And a lot of work. That, like, I'm not even, like, a lot of work. And I'm like, now's the time. Those beta testers, those people that showed up to help you, those are the ones that need to start promoting, donating to you, supporting the work. They see the value. They know the value. You need to be reaching out to them, having those referrals, having those reviews and stuff. A beta test, when someone gets such a great value for free, then, they should be going out of their way to help. And that's just her story. Me, I donate my time all the time. I come on here. I do everywhere I can. I like to volunteer at the school. I would go into the women's shelters, but apparently they don't let outside people in. So it makes no sense to me. But there's just a lot of red tape. So I do what I can. That's why I do it on here free. It doesn't make it less valuable. And it goes with the same thing. We're all learning. We're all just trying to figure it out. And sometimes we get caught in that box, right? We just want to do this. And then we're waiting for permission. Who the hell? I didn't start my own business. I didn't fight my way out of all these things to wait for some magic person to open this door. You know, I'm not saying it's never going to happen, but why should my sustainability, why should my ideas, why should my creativity, all the things that I've built and I put time, all kinds of effort into, why should that just fall and die because I'm waiting for someone to give me permission, right? So I'm still flying. I'm still flying. I actually like the name. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, you know, it's a lot of learning process, but also when people forget to have those conversations, people think everything's just like a cakewalk. There's no struggle. There's no nothing. And sometimes the struggle we create is in our own brains. I was creating it before they were going to get involved. So why do I have to wait? You know, I'm going to keep going about my path, and eventually it'll either connect or it won't. Either way, it's still going to happen. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And it was just one of those, you can see it sometimes in other people. You can see it when you're observing. But sometimes we get so in that zone and thinking like so one track mind, I guess, that we forget about all the other ways. So, and organically, the internet sometimes is your worst enemy because, like, you can post something and it'll only go in front of these certain people, and if you don't have 500 million thousand followers, you know, you're only going to get in front of 10 people, and out of those 10 people, maybe you get one person that's kind of interested. But if I go and put it in like my post in a library where people go all the time, where they go for workshops and things like that, I'm already getting in front of aligned people, right? So the chances are already higher all the way around. And here I'm waiting on social media, and I'm like, I know these places. I talk to them. These people see me all the time because I go to the workshops, and they know who I am as a person, and they deal with me all the time. So why am I just letting that slide by? Like, I literally, that's why when I say I have to check myself all the time, because we always come off course. There's always going to be something to lead us the other way or to distract us when we allow it. So, and admitting it when you say it and say, okay, because I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't failing. I just was, you know, starting to feel a little lost. Like, where do I go? The real OD123. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Interesting name. I love it. But, so yeah, it was a struggle and it takes a minute. But also, when we have these conversations and say these things, we allow space for other people to say, hey, I was just thinking that, you know, not that long ago. I'm trying to build this, and yeah, I was kind of in that same headspace. So, nothing happened. Oh, something happened. Yeah, I got my workshop, my first paid workshop up on Eventbrite, and I was just talking about that, how we get, sometimes we get so one-track mind that we forget that we've been creating all our stuff by ourselves. So why are we waiting for other people to step in and help us when you sometimes got to do it yourself? So it's learning to give ourselves permission, which is kind of neat. And the people that I did show already, like not just on social media, like my friends, they're freaking out. They're so happy. So hold on, I gotta go help my kid. I'll be right back. Hurry up, kid. Did you make sure you ate all your lunch? Because you gotta go soon. Well, not soon. We can wait an hour. Yeah, but not yet. Today's the busy day. I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, so anyways, and I'm eating my lunch because I haven't eaten all day, and I started cooking for my daughter, Mr. Noodles, and I was like, damn, I'm hungry. It's Mr. Noodles. I call it gourmet Mr. Noodles. My kid's obsessed with Mr. Noodles. And everyone eats them all the time, but I can't. It has to have all the other stuff in it. So it's got like mushrooms and green peppers and green onions and a little bit of garlic and some leftover pork chops. So, but it is the chicken flavor, but whatever. It is what it is, but it tastes really good. So, always we do that with, oh, and a little bit of flaxseed because it's just good for us. But if we're going to eat the junk food, we have to add the good stuff to balance it out. And that goes with everything. We have to figure out where our persistence lies. We have to struggle, right? How do you know if you have endurance? How do you know what your commitment is until you have to struggle? Until you have to figure out another way. Until you have to think outside the box and get creative. So, and when we all walk in it, a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people just assume everyone made it there and it was just a cakewalk. There was never a struggle. So, I just like to share these things, because I'm going live for 30 days. And usually when I would do it live, it would be very structured, a teaching. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly it. And this is more, gives me more freedom, more commitment, because I got to show up every day. But the idea is through these talks, through these conversations, I help other people get clear on things that they're doing. My goal is to hit 500 subscribers and answer questions for people along the way, whether it's pulling cards, whether it's just helping you understand what questions you're trying to ask, talking about what's going on in life. I've been building a business in the background, behind the scenes. I've been working my butt off. I mean, my butt. Which sometimes that's bad, right? In the building phase, yes, you got to work a lot harder. There's just no way around that. But there's still times we have to find that balance, and I have to check myself so often. Especially like now we went from the heater to the AC and the hot, and like it's still kind of cold a little bit. That's why I'm starting to get the cold. But when it comes that easy, it's because you're getting run down, because you're working too hard, you're doing too much. So learning to check yourself along the way and just having those conversations. See who pops in, have those conversations, say hi, help you find another way, be resourceful. Sometimes if you're stuck in that box and you need someone outside the situation, when you ask those questions, I kind of help you get clear, help you find a different way. It's really what I'm good at. I walk through the fire. I've been through the trenches in the mud, and I've had to fight my way out multiple times, so I know from experience what works. And I just come to share it with you guys. That's all. How was your day? I hope you're doing good. And sorry, yes, I'm still eating. This is really good. I didn't expect it to be that good. It's just like veggies and Mr. Noodles, but it's actually really good. Almost 6 p.m. What's for dinner? I was going to make pork chops for dinner, but we have the workshop at 6. And then, what is that? I Can Be Kind by Feeding Blue. That's beautiful.
It is?
It is. I love your artwork. I love it. Thank you. You want to say hi? Say hi, Simple.
I can tell who this is my artwork.
Yeah, show her your artwork. Just don't spill my soup, please. Say, here's my artwork.
This is my artwork.
All right. Okay.
It says,
Can you let me finish
and
eating?
it says I can be kind by feeding blue.
By Feeding Blue. That's absolutely right. Simple said, great job, Grace.
I know.
She said, I know. She's confident, I'll tell you that. I used to think to myself, where does she get this confidence from? And then, as of lately, I think I always, fried chicken with tuna casserole. That sounds good. I think I'm going to make, this is a cheat meal for sure. Like, there's no way that it's healthy. There's like this beef stew we used to get at the dollar store. Every once in a while when I see them there and they go on sale, I'll grab 4 or 5 cans because they're just good for that last minute whatever. And then they now started selling like gnocchi there too. And I was like, oh, I'll try it. So I'm going to make a concoction tonight because I like to mix stuff and be weird, whatever. But I'm going to take that stew and I'm going to add some of my leftover butter chicken sauce and just a little bit of jerk chicken spice and add that to the gnocchi and see if it tastes good. There'll be a little bit of mushrooms, onions, garlic fried up with it, but yeah, I do weird things sometimes, but it always tastes good. It always manages to taste good, so that's all that matters. Yeah, it seems so weird, but I think only one time in my whole life that I've mixed some weird stuff together, it didn't taste good. I'm so sick of my fridge being full of leftovers. There's always this leftover bowl, and this bowl, and that bowl, and it's getting so full, I'm like, nah, we're not making nothing new. We're going to take a little bit of that, and we're going to mix it together. We made tacos yesterday, and they're falling apart. It was a damn mess. It was a mess, but they were really good. And we used, like, refried beans, leftover stuff from the tacos we had a few days ago. Not a few days ago. Like fresh ground beef, but like the refried beans, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. You know when your fridge just gets overrun with containers of leftovers and you're like, if I see one more container in that fridge, I'm going to snap. That's where I'm at. So we're not cooking nothing else until all available bowls, containers, anything that has leftover food in it is used or thrown away. Nothing's molding, so we're good. But it just starts to get overwhelming, and I'm over it. So that'll be tonight. Plus, it'll be pretty quick. After the workshop, we go home. It was kind of late, right? It's like 7 o'clock, and I don't like to eat that late. And we may not. Maybe we'll just have a light snack, because this is kind of filling me up, so I'll be fine. But not eating all day. Eating once a day, I'm not sure. I don't want to say that that's bad. Because people fast all the time, so I don't think that, like, I'm harming myself or anything. But still, and when I do eat, I try to keep it, like, balanced with vegetables and stuff. But still, when I start getting too out of control and I'm on the run and I got all this going on, I have to check myself all the time. Are you staying balanced? Are you doing the things? Is it time to slow down? And I'm actually listening to myself, which is nice. It took a long time to get there, let me tell you. Alright, so today is kind of that give yourself permission. And as you can see, just the same way I'm eating these noodles here, it's the same thing. You know, it's like, you can't eat while you're alive. You can't do this. And I'm like, why can't I? I'm not saying that that's something I want to do all the time, but sometimes we got to mix and match, and sometimes we got to make stuff work. And if I do that, then I'm not going to run out of energy. I'm not going to be nasty. And when not nice people come in, I don't have to be nasty back because I'm hungry. When I'm hangry, oh, I'm mean. I don't have it in me to be nice. And if I let my mouth run, oh, Lord, I pray for those people. And I'm honest and self-aware enough to know that. So there has to be some kind of, like, I get a high five for that. I get a high five for understanding. My eating was saving those people's lives. It's not. Dominicans make this soup called Sancocho? Or cocho. It has chicken, beef, smoked. Oh my God. You can send me the recipe for that. Do you ever do food videos? Because if you make it, do a video. And then I'll do one, what do you call that? A duet or whatever? I love trying new stuff. It sounds really good. I'm not shy. I will try anything, and I give it an honest, fair shake. But there's no way it could be bad. It's chicken, beef, and pork. And we like all of them, so... One thing I don't think I ever have to worry. I always liked food. I don't think I'm ever going to starve. I definitely keep enough food in my house that that's never going to happen. And I'm grateful every day. Yeah, oh, I like bean soup too. I have a whole bunch of beans I bought. I don't even remember when I bought them. I bought them for something, but they're the dry, completely dry beans. I had something in my mind when I bought them, but I bought them. And they've been in my cupboard for months. 4114. So, it's time to use them for something. I was thinking about making split pea with ham. I think maybe that's what I was going to do. Smoked pork chops are yummy. I don't have a barbecue or a smoker. My neighbor's got a nice barbecue. But I do pretty much if I can't do it in the oven or the frying pan. I had an air fryer, but it just annoyed me. You gotta to make 3 or 4 things, like 3 or 4 small pieces. It's never gonna be enough for the 2 of us, and then you just gotta do too many goes. And I was like, nah, I'm good. So I gave away the air fryer. And if I can't do it on the stove, when we're camping, I like to go, like, we get the grill that goes over top of the fire. I really like that. But otherwise, really good. I'm, like, cramming it in my mouth. We use green onions instead of the regular onions, but I just think we added a little more green pepper, but it actually gave it a lot of flavor.
Because I like noodles with flavor.
Because you like noodles with flavor, yes.
And they're called Mr. Noodles.
I have to do groceries tomorrow, and every time I go, I buy way too much meat, and I have a freezer, too, like my big freezer and my freezer in the fridge stuffed full. So now I'm trying not to buy meat, but every time I do, I go. So no more leftovers. I'm trying to be, like, very pointed in what I buy. Using the stuff that I have. The beans have been... the beans I'm pretty sure can stay pretty much forever in your cupboard if they're dry. But I've been looking at them. It's like, you know when you're sick and tired of eating your own food all the time? Like the same staple kind of things. I want to make something new. It's been a while. And I actually think I want to go to Trini or Winstone's page and see what they got going on, because they got a lot of things, but they have a lot of tools to make their stuff. So, like, I don't have a smoker, I don't have a big deep fryer. I can still deep fry stuff, but so I want to have a look and see what I can do, which looks really good, and just start experimenting again. She's finally starting to get brave, because before she would only eat like 3 or 4 things, and now this fight was a long time coming, but we have a rule. She has to have 3 bites. Before I make her something else, before there's a chance to do anything, she has to have 3 bites. And if by the 3rd bite she absolutely hates it, then I'll make her something different. But it hasn't happened yet. So now she's starting to, it's like, see, I told you it was good. So now she's starting to trust me when I say it. So now she's, as long as I don't add a bunch of sauces, she doesn't like ketchup or mayonnaise or sour cream or any of those things, which is actually a good thing, right? 4, 4, 4, 4. Thank you, sir. It's actually a really good thing because they're not great for you. And as long as I don't add a bunch of that stuff, she eats it, and she'll try it. And if she'll try it, then she's going to like it. So that's really good. What are you doing? You did. Can you do me a favor and put that on the counter for me? No, 2 hands, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're a good helper today. Good job. What did you buy going shopping? She went shopping. A kitty cat? What? You just went and bought a kitty cat? What's her name? Did you name it already?
Yeah,
Baby Luca. That's my favorite name ever.
And it says, and the name, and
All right, so what's the plan for today, Grace? What are we going to talk about? What do you want to talk about today? Now that my belly's full and I'm chilling, we started with 5 things, and now we eat almost everything. Yeah.
Mommy, I want to talk about Michelle's house.
Talk about Michelle's house. Well, you're not going there until a couple hours. Well, 1 more hour, really. We started with 5 things, and now we eat almost everything. Oh, I hope to get there.
Hi, Dad.
And it's okay to try it.
Today,
Ow, stop it.
I'm going to talk about Michelle's house.
Okay, you can talk about Michelle's house. But now we know next time how to change or eliminate. Yeah, but so far she's been good. As long as I don't add a bunch of sauces to it, she won't touch ketchup.
Okay.
She won't have potato salad. She likes mashed potatoes, but she won't eat potato salad. The mayo or sour cream, she just gags, straight up gags. Can you stop pushing me like that? That's not nice.
Hi, guys.
You're so funny. You're waving there. You gotta wave there. That's the camera.
Hi, Michelle. Hi.
That's Simple. Say hi, Simple.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Michelle. Hi.
She's trying to say Michelle.
Hi, Simple. Today we're going to talk about
They love
Inside
potatoes.
Out.
Yeah, she will. I love potato salad and mashed potatoes. We made potato salad for the barbecue. And it's so funny. Grace gagging, wouldn't even touch it. That's like the one thing. But I made it for everyone else. I knew Grace wasn't going to want to eat it. And everyone loved it, of course. But the baby, the neighbor's baby, she's like 18 months. Out of all of them, she tore it up. Like, she wanted more and more and more. And she ate so much of that, I couldn't even believe it.
Me or baby?
Marley. Miss Marley.
Who is he?
Oh, I can't even stand the sniffling shit. Is driving me nuts.
I don't know.
They don't like mushy textures. Yeah, get your feet off here, weirdo. But if you leave it in chunks. Yeah, the potato salad, though, she likes mashed potatoes. What are you doing, weirdo? Ew. I'm going to pick your nose. Okay, go sit down, weirdo. She's wild today. She gets excited because usually when we're done school for the day, we're pretty much settled and like go outside to play, but she knows that she gets to go play at Michelle's with all the other kids for a couple hours while I do my workshop. So, and this is the first time. Listen, she went through we had some shitty babysitters for a long time, and she went through a lot of crap, and finally she's excited about it. It took a long time. Yes, you do. Are you excited?
I am really excited.
I'm glad you're really excited. And it took a long time to get there. And before, just the thought of a babysitter, she'd have a meltdown. And now she's excited to go each week. It's only for 2 hours. Well, 2.5 probably by the time I get there and back. But I've got her hyped up so that every week she's excited to go, which is like, it's a win. Like, I can't even explain the measure on how big of a win that is. And I don't take advantage of it either. It's for my workshops and stuff. It's not like, I'm not going out on dates. I'm not going to hang out and do things. I'm using it to my full advantage every single time.
I'm going to bring these to myself.
No, don't bring the gumballs. You could break some of your other treats, but not the gumballs. Because if they chew it and they get it all over Michelle's house, she's not going to be happy. The other candies you can bring and share. And you can bring a couple granola bars if you want. What else do you want to bring? You can't bring the gumballs. You can bring, look, you got that whole basket of candies. Look at those sweet, sour candies right there, too. Yeah, I can't even tell you what a win that was.
But you know that's sweet?
They're sweet and sour. Actually, those ones are pretty sweet, I think. I don't remember. We haven't... Well, you can put them in your thing. I want to have one angel card for the energy today. It's I felt the shift. I woke up, even with the sniffles, even yesterday, first of all, when I woke up yesterday, yeah, I had the sniffles, my throat was sore, like, but I felt like, I didn't know why or what it was, but I felt, like, less heavy. There was no specific reason for it. Like, I hadn't done anything different. I mean, my set's always shifting for the more positive. So as you're releasing negative energies, mindsets, it does help. But I didn't like intentionally do anything different. But I woke up feeling lighter, and by the end of the day, I had got a lot accomplished. And then today, I woke up and I started setting everything up. That was the first step. I created the event. It was already up, but the advertisement, the understanding, the process, how to do it, all the things that I was doing, like it came to me so clearly. And so the amount of stuff that I've done today for work, it was like I was in a zone. I was so focused on, I wasn't even focused on getting it done. I was enjoying it so much again. Like when I made all of those uh, posts with the voiceovers and stuff for the last few months, I was talking about the alchemy emotion. All of them, when I made them, I would always get excited and it would make me happy. Like, uh, because I'm telling the story, even if nobody in the whole world gets it, until they go back over it, and if they choose to go back and understand. I know the story that it's telling, and I know how it goes. So when you're in that flow, it's a lot easier to create. And when I was creating the flyers and setting up and creating like a checklist to make sure that I'm doing the things that I need to do, right? So I got to go here. I got to reach out to these people, make sure it's okay, right? Also, if we have conversations, then I can actually get feedback if people are interested, if they ask questions, if I left my card. So if they had questions, they could contact me, like those kind of things, right? And I was just in such a flow in getting it done, and it felt so simple and easy. Like it's something I should have been doing for ever, for like the last 6 months. It feels like, and I'm not mad though, like I should have been doing it. I was doing it in other ways, but it felt more strained. It felt more pushed. Like I had to fight harder for it, and I felt like I was getting nowhere. And then when I finally, it was like, really, I gave myself permission. Like, F this. Like, I've been doing this before any of these people, so why does it matter what they think? Right? And that's like, I don't know. It was like I released that mindset, that block that said, you're not allowed, you have to wait for someone to open the gate. I am the gate. What do you mean? I don't need to wait for somebody to open it. I was creating it this whole time. And then it was just the lightness. It was so, felt so much, so light, and that flow, right? Like when you're creating something and you're doing it, it was just fun again, right? It wasn't starting to feel so heavy. It wasn't weighing me down. I wasn't worried if people were going to like it or hate it or not. I didn't care. I was enjoying it because I knew it was the right way, right? It doesn't mean the other ways aren't right, but they're they're the hard way, and they rely on somebody else, right? Somebody to open up that gate and say, okay, you're welcome. And it's not, I understand, it's bureaucracy, and it's just like, all those things are red tape, and it's not like I'm judging the system. It just is the system, so it's never going to be a simple thing. But I was holding on to that way more than I think I thought I was, because I was like, I'm doing all this work, and I'm doing it the right way, and I was worried so much about the right way, what would be considered the right way, or what everyone else would think, or if they were going to open the door, and I'm putting this work in, and a lot of work, and I was forgetting that I actually enjoy doing this, and I love doing it, and creating it makes me happy, it brings me joy. I could talk about this, whether I was getting paid or not, so why can't I bring that joy back? And it's because I'm waiting on these people to allow me in, and then when I finally, it was like a 2-day process, but today I woke up so excited to do it, and even though I feel sick and yucky and stuffy and all the things, I'm friggin' happy. I'm so proud of myself because, like, yeah, I was blocking myself because I was holding on to this thing, this expectation that I think other people are having, or even I'm having, right? I was holding on to that, which, by the way, I teach this stuff too, and I teach it uh, because it's not a one-time thing, right? Yeah, you learn the tools, and sometimes it takes a minute to see because we get focused on something else. But I don't just teach it. I teach it, I walk through it, and I check myself when I do walk through it, and it made me feel really good. Yeah, and I don't want to say I waited too long, because I don't think I did wait too long, because the way it came to me and the way that release came, it's like it had to be let go when it was let go. And it's like, when you validate yourself, when you give yourself that time and that grace, which is all I teach about, literally all I teach about. But I wasn't giving myself enough grace. I just kept putting pressure on myself, not intentionally, just, why is it, what am I doing wrong? Everyone's telling me it's fantastic. You're aligned perfectly with us. Like, we love what you're doing. We think it's fantastic. Then why aren't you opening the door, right? And it doesn't even, I'm on the waiting list. I'm on these lists. So when they have new people that come in or new opportunities, I'm on the list. But waiting for that was like, what? Yeah, it was just a weird thing. And I talk about these when I talk about it like that, because we all go through it. And even when you think you're at your highest best and you're doing all the things, it's very easy to get trapped into those expectations, sometimes your own expectations, your fear of what will they think, or allowing someone to give you permission when you are the permission, right? So, and God says, right? The universe says, your angel says, and when you show up and you do it for you, they're going to find a way. And literally, just the way I felt so light and happy and playful again. I was so happy, and I had fun when I was making the poster, and I just had a lot of fun doing it. And I was like, it felt good again. It wasn't heavy anymore. And that's like, because when you're building something, of course we all want to be validated, and we all want all these things, and we want to be sustainable, and we want to do these things. And then what is abundance? What is success? What does that look like, right? And when you get to the bare bones of it all, is it sustainable and does it bring you joy? Then it's exactly what you need. Okay, I'm going to listen in. They acted like they haven't ate all day. Yeah, they're all like that. Grace is the same thing. She'll just eat. She'll finish eating, and then she literally, she absolutely just, can I have a snack? Can I have a snack? And I'm like, you just finished all of your food. What do you need a snack for? Yeah, if she had her way, she would never stop. What is the energy today? Feminine forces. 2, 2, 2, 2. That balance. What are you doing in there? Are you on the trampoline? Are you on the rebounder? Okay, just be careful, please. Feminine forces. Relationships, harmony, prosperity, collaboration, patience, humility, support, and connection. While you have the strength to accomplish everything on your own, I can't believe that this came out. I'm sorry. I have to laugh a little bit. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but when I'm teaching the things that I'm teaching, when I'm talking about the things I'm talking about, it's yes for me, but it's like, I have to walk through it. I have to notice it. I have to come back to it. I have to have the tool for it. I have to understand it. I have to be able to check myself fairly consistently and regularly. And then I have that conversation about it. And then this, the way Spirit confirms me, just blows my mind sometimes. Absolutely just blows my mind. While you have the strength to accomplish everything on your own, life is meant to be shared. Partner with the right spirit, and together you'll become an unstoppable force. Honor your commitments and value the people around you. Avoid judgment and focus on listening to build meaningful connections. And that's what it is, right? Like, they never told me no. In fact, they told me, I align really well and they like what I'm doing, and it's great. But also, waiting on them made it a little harder for me. It just made it harder for me to do the things out there. Evening, ma'am. Hope you're doing great and looking forward to a wonderful weekend. I am. Hi, Tommy. How are you? I was just talking about my workshop out. Not the free one. I have my first paid one on Eventbrite, so I'm super excited. And then we talked a little bit about giving ourselves permission. Because I was always, when you're waiting for someone to open the door and you're trying all these pathways to, like, community wise, and you're reaching out to all these pathways and you feel like you're not making it and it just becomes heavy. We forget that, I was building this business before they were involved, before anything had to do with it. So it's my business, my pathway. I don't need to wait for someone to open the door. I am the door. I was like, I gave myself permission, and having that conversation and having that understanding was it lightened me up. I felt things were starting to feel heavy. I was working real hard. And when you're trying to build something with very little validation, it's kind of hard. And then I remembered I can validate myself, and I don't have to wait for this big bureaucracy to know. I can go and actually talk to the people, be around the people, and allow them to decide whether it's worth their while or not. So we were talking about giving ourselves permission, and it feels like yesterday I really, where it comes to the workshops and stuff, instead of doing that fight, I gave myself permission, and I can keep building, and I can keep putting my stuff out there slowly, one thing at a time, waiting for the world to catch up. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. Well, and the systems and the organizations, because they're funded and a lot of times donation funded or government funded, they have to be, there's a lot of checks and balances. There's a lot of things that have to turn and go your way for people to welcome you in like that, right? So, and it's not like I'm on lists. I'm on, the people actually agree with the things I'm doing, but, it's not something, it's like, okay, go speak next week, or go get this done next week. So, sustaining in the process was what was messing me up. I was holding out for that and watching things dwindle, watching the funds go, and trying to figure out, making a little bit, but not, it's not becoming sustainable, right? It started to become draining, and it was draining my energy. And I was like, why am I doing this? Like, it's my stuff. I built it. I created it. I put in that work. So why am I waiting for somebody else, right? So that's kind of what we're talking about today, that freedom to give yourself permission and what it feels like, because no matter where you are at your healing journey, there's going to be stages where you think you have to do something a certain way because it's your own expectation in your own brain. And yes, sometimes some bureaucracy, but it's nothing that they've done good or bad. It just is, right? But when we have that expectation in our brain, it kind of can block us. I was trying to nicely not say that. But, I mean, the truth is the truth is the truth. Yeah, the for the people just has not been for the people for a very long time. And it's really kind of sad. I was trying to be polite about it, though. I don't know why, but... Are you okay, bud? Oh my god, the sniffles, I can't handle it, though. It's absolutely driving me nuts. Yeah, it was just the way it came, the way I just said the way it came to me, and then the Ace of Swords came out. That's literally like it hit me. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. Like, why did you sit around waiting for something else? Like, you'll die waiting on that, right? And it's not like I sent an email and sat around waiting. I've been reaching out to many, many different places and getting amazing welcomes, but you still gotta wait to get in. And it's like, it's not like a job you get hired, you start the next day, You get hired and then you gotta sit around and wait and wait and wait, and it could be 1 year or 20, and, we didn't think about that. And the Page of Pentacles, good news. Solid beginning, setting goals. Yeah, it's just confirming all the things that I was blocking my own way because I was waiting on something externally, and I already know and knew what I was doing, what I'm creating, and how beneficial it actually is going to be for people. So I had to actually recognize my own value and stop. When you do free workshops, it's not saying I'll never do it again, but free workshops, people don't commit, right? Or they come in and they're like, it's free, they can't be bothered. Like, there's nothing to um, want them to participate or get something out of it. But if they spend $30, they're gonna be like, okay, I paid for this, and you can see that they actually genuinely are looking for something to help them. So when you're actually trying to help them, it's a lot easier. Your sweetheart is in your nature. I'm too old for that. So people, oh, you would love to be here earlier. As soon as I started what did the chat say? It wasn't a chat. It was like a couple of people, and it was so funny. I might have to clip that out actually and make it its own post. They came in right away. Ew, you need to brush your teeth. You need to clean your house. Take care of your daughter. All the same abusive stuff. But it's family or family type people. I shuffled the cards right away. The 10 of Cups came out, which is your family, right? And of course, but you already know that because the toxic behaviors. It doesn't mean it was my direct family, like my A1 day, like brother, sister, mother. But when people talk and they send other people and they're sent on behalf of your family, it doesn't have to always be like exactly that. But the way it came out, and I just started laughing. I'm like, you got the wrong person because I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to argue or fight with you. If you think you're getting a reaction, you got the wrong one. And then when I said the whole family thing, they shut up real quick. And they laughed. And it kind of made me laugh. I'm like, and the funny thing is, they think that I knew from the cards. But it's like, your abusive behaviors, the way you talk to people, the way you treat people, the insults, the way you come with the same insults, that's the patterns that people see. Like, it's like you have an energetic signature, if that makes sense. Thank you, bud. Oh, you're squishing me. Okay, go sit down. Don't lick my face. That's weird. But, yeah, so anyways, they thought that it was because I flipped the card that said that called them out, and I'm like, no, it's your energetic signature. It's the way you behave. It's the way you treat people. The way you come with your insults. There's a certain pattern, and it's always the same. It's always the same three things. It's never anything but those three things. It's the first thing, which is why it made me laugh. Like, you don't even change the order of it. Like, this has been going on since TikTok for, I don't know, like 5 years or something, 4 years anyway. And it's like every time you come in with the same thing, you don't even change the sentences up. You don't even change the pattern at all. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't know it's you. Right? And even if it's not them, it's them being sent by somebody. This is how you trigger her. This is how you upset her or whatever, right? But it doesn't work anymore. It just made me giggle. They don't invest because it doesn't cost them. Yeah, it's just nuts, right? But they should be investing in themselves. It doesn't have to be money. And I would do it free if people actually showed up and did the work. What, my love? Why are you huffing and puffing? I was pumping a couple of air tanks. I just showed up. I'm telling you, it made me laugh. And then people are like, they're being nice. They're like, why are you being rude to her? And I'm like, don't even waste your energy. They just want a reaction. And you came to get the reaction out of me, and you're not going to get it because you drained my energy for decades. Made me feel less than. I couldn't do it. I gave you that power because I didn't know better. But now, I just like, you're literally pinpointing your own struggles. You're like, why do that? Oh, thanks, bud. I love a good hug. I like when you're snuggly. How come I never get this? Shit, I only get this when I'm on camera, apparently. Are we besties again?
Mom, there's a bug.
Where?
There.
Is it outside the window?
No, in.
Where?
Here.
You keep saying that, but I don't see it.
It's still. You want to
Oh, it's a fly. Do you want to get him? Where's the fly swatter?
You
You can't get him up there. Oh, stay over there, please. Oh, he went behind the unit. Yeah, go get the fly swatter. She's so funny. Oh, but I'm telling you, the nose thing is driving me nuts. And it's because the AC, and then yesterday was rainy and yucky, and it's been hot and cold. But it is what it is. That was funny. I picked up the deck and it was on stagnant energy. Yeah, see, the feeling trapped, all that, that's kind of what's going on there. You know, they thought, when people come at you like that, they're trapped in their own mental illusions, their own struggles, and they think that if they can make you react, then they can pass it on to you. 1-1-1-1. Sadly, they are mistaken, but it was just funny. It made me giggle a lot, and it was just reinforcement of my journey, right? Just the understanding of my journey, like, hey, you've definitely changed. You're not gonna let them. And I would never get mad because people were talk crap about me, but I would always lose my mind over the bully situation, right? Like, who are you to be bullying people? And do you know how much damage you could do to people? And you know, that kind of mama bear protection. Who cares? Call me names. I've been called worse. There's nothing you can call me that's gonna hurt my feelings. But I would always get upset, and they would think that it's because I'm insecure. They would think that it's because I, you know, actually thought that stuff about myself, but I was actually upset because I couldn't stand bullies, and I wanted to fight for the underdog. Didn't matter who the hell it was, you know? All right, have a good day. Take care. I'm going to leave here soon. It'll be a little early because I have workshops to go to. Today's busy day. I hope you have the best day. Come on, baby.
I can't find my shoe.
What do you mean you can't find your shoe? What'd you do with it?
I can't find my other shoe.
Well, where's your actual running shoe? All right, let's have, again, fear, anxiety. Why? Oh, my nose. I cannot. What, baby? So open your eyes and look. Well, that's how you find things. I don't know what to tell you, but that's just how life works. I don't know what is going on. Thirsty too? Alright, what time we got? I gotta keep an eye on the time. 3:25. Okay, I still got a half hour. We're good. But, what are you doing? Grace, where's your pink running shoes? This child, I don't even know. Anyway, so the learning moments, I think that's kind of what we're talking about. But other than that, oh, I'm going to clip, I have a bunch of clips from some of the other ones. And hopefully by the end of this weekend, I'll have a whole bunch of the clips out for the all the signs. The monthly signs. I may just go through and clip them out, each one, just to solve that problem and get them out. And then clip all the smaller ones after. But I've been kind of trying to do it one at a time. So, again, that's that fight. What am I going to do? Make a decision. And I still have to do that video, but the sniffles are killing me, and I don't want to do it while I'm all sniffling like that. It just makes me nuts. Absolutely makes me nuts. So, oh. Hopefully that's a yes, or else you're coming to the workshop with me, which won't be good. Uh-oh.
Who?
I don't know if I can hear it. Hold on. Oh, you found your piggy bank?
Yeah, and wow, Mama. I want this piggy bank. It's so cool.
Hey, don't do that, Ella. Awesome. See, Michelle said yes.
There's money in here.
Yeah, that's your money, you weirdo.
So we can get a new house?
You better save up a lot of piggy banks for that. That's awesome. Sorry, I'm just finishing up my live here, and then we'll head there probably a little after 4. Grace is all excited. She's been talking about it for the last hour. She loves. I've never seen her so excited to go somewhere. That's so good. Why are you taking it out? You're supposed to put money in it, not take it out.
Look at this coin.
What kind of coin is that? Do you know which one?
What?
I'm asking you. Do you know which one it is?
A sparkly coin and it's a money
Sparkly
coin.
coin.
It's a money coin, Mommy.
It is a sparkly coin.
And it is a money coin.
It is a money coin.
I'm going to save my money.
That was a 10 cent. Do you know what that 10 cent means?
What?
It's a dime.
So you mean
That means 10 pennies. 10 number ones.
You mean I'm saving up your money, right?
Yes.
But
She's so funny. It's a shiny coin. That's what it is. Yep. Well, that's good. At least that went well because I was waiting all the last minute things, but at the end of the day, it's really awesome. I'm glad to see my kid happy to go to childcare and not be upset anymore. Let me pull one more of these and then we'll get off. Man, I feel tired. I feel like my sinuses are driving me nuts. So I might have to get some extra vitamin C or something. What do we gotta do, Grace? Do we gotta get some vitamin C?
yeah, fruits.
Some fruit? Is your nose still running?
No.
No? It went away? Well, how did you make yours go away?
What?
Your runny nose. How'd you make it go away?
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
You rubbed your nose? You gotta go find your little backpack so you can fill it up with some snacks to take for your friends.
I can't find it.
Oh, Grace. No, open your eyes. It's in your room, probably on your couch.
I didn't put it there.
I know, I did.
All done.
What time is it? It's only 3:30. We're okay. Sorry, I have to keep checking the time because everything's across town, so it's just like a drive and traffic is kind of a pain. But so trying to find the balance in the time and all that is sometimes fun. And the cold is driving me absolutely nuts. Your Life is a Canvas came out and then Wait came up upside down, which is don't wait anymore. Paint your life. What? Well, come here. We'll go see. And then, yeah.
So guys, but hi guys. Today we're gonna walk soon.
We're gonna what?
Soon. Here's the bag.
That's not the bag.
What?
You have your fuzzy backpack.
Oh, but I want this one for walking.
You can put Rocky in that one, but your backpack for your treats and stuff, how are you gonna do that?
I can't find it because this bag is my bag.
Well, I'm gonna help you. If you get that bag out of the way, you gotta move the one here.
Where's the Paw Patrol in my favorite?
You wanna take the Paw Patrol bag now? Okay. So, do you have snacks to take with your friends?
Yes, yes.
What do you have?
There's, let me tell you.
I love my kid. Surrender to the sweetness. Yeah. Just finally starting to understand what flow really means. And it's pretty exciting, actually. Minus the throat. Oh, I can't handle it. Yes, I can. Stop saying you can't. See, I gotta talk to myself on a regular basis. Just everyday things. Rocky what? Oh, my God. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have an early one. A couple early days I don't think matter. It's more about, I think I got the message out already. The message was just learning to give ourselves permission. We don't wait for everybody. It's not to say a lot of these areas, expectations, or spaces are here to, they're not inherently bad or good, but they take time. And it's learning, again, balance. Everything comes back to balance, right? You have to still continue building and doing your stuff and your things while you wait for the rest of the world to catch up. And when you get that expectation out of there, you allow that space of joy to come back, right? That fire that started it all and the excitement of doing it. Why are you playing with the oven, kid?
What is not in the oven?
Your dog better not be in the oven. It's a toy dog. Just for those that are listening, going, what is going on?
Rocky!
I have to laugh sometimes.
Rocky, where are you?
I just can't laugh. Oh well, I can't complain about it. It'll go away.
Where are you?
Extra vitamin C. What else? I have a cough. I have my tinctures too. I need to get my vitamin gear and start taking them.
Mama say, Rocky, where are you?
Oh, Rocky, where are you?
You were out in the oven.
It's not in the oven. Go look in your room where it's supposed to be. Why would your toy better not be in the oven? If I find your toy in the oven, we're gonna fight. She giggles. All right, I think that was the message I was supposed to give. Actually, you found it. That's fantastic. Okay, give me one of these.
Hey, wait a minute. Where did we get this for?
Is that it for the message that I was supposed to give?
Mama, where did we get this for kids?
We got that at the dollar store, I think. You wanted that one.
Yeah, because Rocky fits in it.
Radical expansion. Yeah, like I cannot. Thank you, Spirit. What number is that? 40. And even though my voice sounds like crap, I'm going to read this because literally it's just confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. Not just for me, for other people that align that are building and trying to find their way. Giving yourself permission, understanding that you built it. You don't have to wait for other people's validation, what people tell you. That doesn't mean you're so stubborn that you don't learn, right? Or that you don't know how to pivot or understand. But there comes a space in your beginning where there isn't enough. There's no validation. There's no people to show up to do it. You have to build slowly. And in those times, you have to build to a certain point before you even know. And if you give up on yourself or if you wait for somebody else outside of you to validate you, you're going to give up on something that's amazing when the only person that you need to validate is your own self. So, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Living and loving at full capacity, being unapologetically you, self-expression, boldness, having a voice, taking up space, expansion, empowerment, owning your true power, being visible in the world, having fun with your magnificence, letting go of judgment, creative exploration, and radical ways of being. What would it be like to live, love, and feel at full capacity? Do you imagine what it would be like? This card is about being truly and unapologetically you. The gifts you think are too bold for this world, and those heartfelt experiences you believe you should hold back on, might just light someone up. The physical self-expression that you dull down so you fit in, and those dreams that seem too vast could be precisely what the world is waiting for. Do you feel you have the right to take up space? Our auras can expand manifold, but when we choose to keep them tight to our bodies, maybe for safety, but what? Oh my God, but what is this construct in which we have imprisoned ourselves? That was hard to get out. Blame the nose or the eyes, whatever. Where does the subtle or not so subtle shame come from? Why not dance our most beautiful dance, dress in a way that makes us feel magnificent, and sing so our voices are heard. Considering the paradigm of our judgment in others can help us expand into authentic expression. We may not be aware of the thoughts that were imprinted in us from a young age through our parents, teachers, society, and the media. Separation and limitation begin with your beliefs around what is acceptable and what is not. Connection and possibility come through owning your power and embracing your responsibility to be more visible in the world. To not shy away from life. It is time for radical ways of being and thinking, and you can start by granting yourself the freedom and creativity to be you. Having a voice is essential for power to shift back to the individuals and communities outside of prescribed normality. It is time to unleash your inner rainbow dragon and unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts and to have fun with it. The meaning of this card, it is time for expansion. You can be as big as your energy wants to be. Stop and consider anything that is holding you back. This card is the permission slip that allows you to let go of limiting stories and take up all the space you need. Have fun unleashing who you are. As bold and radical as some of your ideas or offerings might be, who is to say they are not what the world is waiting for and what the world wants? Take note of any judgment of authentic expression toward yourself or others. Be mindful that creatively exploring unrefined expression may be what is needed right now. Remember to center yourself in your heart and be the masterpiece your soul always wanted you to be. If that isn't confirmation of everything I've been talking about since I started today, specifically today, the message, but also the culmination of everything I've been building, we block ourselves so many times and we don't even realize it, and it's so sad because we've created this expectation or this understanding that we need somebody else to validate us, and it's so very sad because we're so friggin' amazing and we create all these things and we nitpick them more than most people ever would. We're our own worst critics. So this message, if anything else today, I'm going to cut it early so I don't have to run stressed.
Mommy.
And that is,
Mommy.
Hi, Ocean. What, baby? What?
Can I just say, Mommy,
You want to say hi to Ocean?
no, I just want to say bye when Cuckoo again.
You want to say what?
Bye. Bye. Okay, now I can say bye after.
Oh, no, she said I could say bye. I was just about to shut it down. I was going to stay until 4.
Mommy, now you're going to say
Somebody
bye.
else came in. It's okay. I'll stay for a little bit. Usually it's 2 to 4, and I'm a little early because I have workshops. I ate my lunch here. You don't have to rush. I'll stay for a few minutes because I want to chat. Because I never get to see you anymore. And I've been busy. But, so, I was talking about giving yourself permission. I'm going to post this after anyway, but, I was building on my stuff, my free workshops, all that stuff, and I was struggling and doing all the here to there, going to all the community outreach places, trying to get through those doors so I could make a big impact. But, which is great, and I'm in all those places, and I'm not in them, but I've gotten warm welcomes, right? But there's the red tape and the bureaucracy and all those things that hold it up that, drain your time and your energy while you're waiting, And something just kind of, a switch just flipped the other day, and I've been taking a break, so I'm behind. Me too. That's what I'm saying. I was waiting on all these things. Not that I wasn't doing work in the background, but it was draining the fun out of what I do, and it was literally like, why won't they validate me? Even though they're telling me, like, it's really great, and I love what you're doing, and it's going to help a lot of people, and it's really aligned, but you're on the waiting list, right? So, like, there's lots of people that have lots of things, right? So, it was becoming draining, and yesterday I kind of woke up and gave myself permission, and, but trust me, I always have love for what you do. Oh, I appreciate that. I made my own, where is it? I mean, I've been making it. It's been made, but I just finally said the hell with it. You should see a post up there like this. I'm actually going to post this in local libraries and places like that. So I actually created my own event on Eventbrite. This one is online. Until I get a few things, then locally I may do some in-person ones. But for right now, because I'm starting small, I'm starting with my first paid workshop, $30, only 25 seats. But I'm going to start posting in the community, locally, places where people go. Yeah, it was like I gave myself permission. It's something I could have been doing months ago, but I had my own blockage. As much as I teach all the things I teach, it's a reminder that no matter how far you get, where you think you are in your healing journey, there's times where you got to check yourself. And I do it all the time. But this one was starting to weigh me down because I was starting to get tired. I'm starting to get sick. I don't think I'm getting sick because of that, but I think that's actually the weather. But, uh, like the stuff that I actually love to do, yeah. It was the stuff, I was taking the fun out of it. Like, when I would create all those posts and the voiceovers and stuff, that brought me absolute joy. I loved it. I was telling my story, and it didn't matter if nobody else knew. The ones that would get it did get it, and those little messages told an entire story of the alchemy emotion, and I loved creating it. I loved making it. It absolutely brought me joy, and I'm making these workshops and this stuff, and I love it so much, and I'm like, but the trying to get it out there was the heavy part, so they were draining the fun out of it. And then yesterday I just said, the hell with this. Like, I know this workshop like the back. I could do it blindfolded. Like, I don't need anything. This is what I know. It's what I do. It's what I love. And I finally said, well, what are you waiting for? Like, what? Just do it yourself, And it was like, it was this stupid thing. Like, this little block was there for whatever reason. And it's like the switch flipped, and I was like, yeah, why not? And then I did, and it's already going better than I thought it would. And it's like, it was just a reminder, no matter where you are, you think you're at, sometimes you got to check yourself, and sometimes you have to give yourself permission. Are you okay? Are you going to make it? You're starting to make me worry. And also, when you have messages for Virgo, Cancer, and Gemini. Oh, wait. Since you're here, let me pull an angel number for you. I'm going to post them, actually. I have already done them in my lives here. But what I got to do is clip them out. So this weekend, I will be doing all of the clips. I have a whole bunch already listed out. I just, when you get the timestamps for all of the things you got to pull out, I have that written down. Then I have to actually clip them. Yeah, I know. The angel number I got was 2222. That was definitely for me. That was the give yourself. It was to give yourself permission and get out, and make new connections, and yeah, it was kind of funny. It was like on point. Can I have one angel number for Ocean? Something to focus for the day, a way to show up, something inspiring, exciting. What is the number of the day for Ocean? Oh, you want a particular one, I can tell, because you're being picky. Let's see, what is it? Alright. 0707. Compromise. You got 3, so I'm going to read you all 3. And maybe it's the way, because you did ask, what did you say? Virgo, Cancer, and Gemini. So if I do this in order, you know the people who they are, so you may have to apply it wherever. But it came out 3. So it dropped them out, and it laid them out like 1, 2, 3. So you never know. The first one I got is 0707. It's compromise, self-awareness, forgiveness, empathy, professionalism, resilience, and freedom. Release what no longer serves you and let go of grudges. Openly express your emotions and seek compromise. When understanding is lacking, it's best to move forward, embrace the truth, and it will set you free. So this is the first one, right? So that I asked for you specifically. So I don't know what the story is. I just know that also you have to understand sometimes that works for you too. So like if you've been holding something out or judging yourself for something or feeling like setting those expectations so high, maybe sometimes that compromise is just what you need to loosen the reins and let you do what you need. Hold on, you got two more. So however they fit in your story with the people or the signs, we'll see. But I like this one. This is 000. 0, 0, 0, 0. Four of them. Cat lover, how are you? Welcome. Is that Banu? Is that how you say it? So you got limitless potential, transformation, serenity, trust, achievement, release, potential, success, and triumph. Look at what I said. Good morning. Oh, it's afternoon here, but yes, good morning. Where are you at? So you got the compromise, then you got limitless potential. This is a powerful reminder that anything is possible. If you can dream it, you have the ability to make it a reality. What someone else can also be yours. Stay calm and trust that what is meant for you will come your way. Release any tension and embrace relaxation, knowing that your potential is boundless. Yeah, this one? Well, it's actually cool because I think it's telling you a story. Because the next one is 2112, which is the mirrored number, which is the as within, so without. Thank you, cat lover. I appreciate that. And then it says, it's up to you. Guidance, good fortune, divine support, direction, trust, destiny, and faith. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, trust that you're moving in the right direction. Seeing this number is a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams are about to come true. Believe in the process and stay positive. From India, that's fantastic. So I think whether it's for 3 different people or if it's for you, when you learn to find compromise within yourself and others, no matter where it is, understand that you have limitless potential because in that compromise always ends up being another pathway that you didn't even expect was going to be there. And then it's up to you. Because when you make that decision, it doesn't mean compromise to let yourself be walked on or taken advantage of. But sometimes that expectation doesn't need to be set so high. Or maybe there's another way around it because we release just so, we don't hold on so tightly. Then what happens is another pathway opens up. And at the end of the day, if you're willing to compromise and maneuver through life, a give and take, not just a take, right? Your potential is limitless because there's always a way forward. There's always a way to bridge the gap, right? Compromise is one of the best things we could ever do in the whole world. I think it's for me, but it has to do with my focus on them. Oh, that makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Cat lover, would you like me to pull an angel number for you? I'm not understanding your language. Oh, it's English. It's sniffly English because Cancer is for my mom. Gemini is my possible love interest and how we can make things work. So, Cancer for your mom. Gemini is my possible love interest and how we can make things work. Why are you? You think your mom is going to be a complication? Because your mom should just love you and your love interest no matter what. Because they love you and that's it. And as long as they're treating you good, it should be always good. Should never be a thing. All right, cat lover, I'm going to pull this one for you, and I will, if I read slowly, do you understand it a little bit better? Oh, your mom isn't the okay, well, that's good. That's really good. I would need a little bit more clarity on that to give you better guidance, but also sometimes it is the compromise, just learning to let it go and watch things unfold. Because sometimes we tend to, like, without having to dig into your situation or put you out there, sometimes we have to that compromise is just the same as not holding on so tight, letting it go. And it doesn't mean letting it go as in like breaking up or things like that kind of thing. I just mean letting go to the outcome, because sometimes we try to micromanage the universe and our own lives, which, by the way, I was doing too. I'm guilty. Um, Waiting for all the things to happen, what we're expecting to happen. But when we release that expectation, that's when we're automatically finding compromise, and we don't hold on to it, and then we allow the universe to weave its web, and that's when things get really magical. And my mom just had a lot going on, and I'm trying to help her stay calm, trying to help her stay calm with decision making. Yeah, that is, though, you can only do so much, and sometimes you have to say, okay, I'm here, I'm support, and then this, but you have to try too. I'm trying to help you outside the box. I'm trying to bring calmness and stillness. I used to do that for my family. Now, I'm not saying that your family's like mine, but my family was very toxic and very victim mindset. So no matter what you did, you could find 10 ways outside of the box thinking, and at the end of the day, they were going to climb back into the box. They didn't want to do it. It was too hard, right? And you can't force people to do that. That's the hardest part. And sometimes you got to say, and it's just like, I'm giving you what answers I have, and you have to make that decision, and then you have to let go of the end result. My love interest lives far away, and we are trying to work things out to bridge the distance. Yeah. Well, is there an intent? Is there intention to meet in the middle or move one way or the other? Because that's when things get tricky, right? But you know what? It's while you're still separate, like not separate, separate together. I don't know what you call long distance anymore, but uh, while you're still there, really maximize on that time. Ask those real questions. What's going to happen if we live together and things start to aggravate you? How do you behave with confrontation? How do you behave with things that, you know, I talk about my coffee table all the time. My kid makes my eye twitch, and it used to be so bad. I actually would end up crying in the bathroom because I would clean it and I'd look away and it would be just trashed again in 2 seconds. And it was just happening so many times a day that it made me so upset. It made me freak out, freak out. And I had to literally go like, hey, that's not okay. Like, you're getting upset over a freaking table, right? And it was just the having to clean it up over and over and over when I'm trying to do all the other things. Now, my table gets chaotic, it gets messy, but it gets cleaned once a day at the end of the day, and I don't care. And I had to set that boundary, because if I didn't, I would be crying and melting down and just losing my mind. We aren't official because we want to meet a person first and make sure, yes, but be safe too. I don't know them, so there's no judgment, there's no anything. And my God, I think this day and age, we're very lucky because we have the opportunity to find love all the way across the world where we couldn't before. Yeah, but we're both patient, so that's good. And that's where the compromise came in. What? And look, the deck closed too. Yeah, because you cannot be, it's gonna be a change, especially if you lived alone for a while. I don't mean alone like without kids or anything, but even that. But living alone, without a partner, that's gonna be a big compromise, moving in, doing that thing. And really taking this time to get to know each other and finding the good, the bad, the ugly. You gotta figure out 1, 4, 4, 4, 4. For a new beginning and all your stable foundations, you got to show up and you got to ask the right questions. Don't worry about the butterflies. Don't worry about any of those things. You got to find out if compromise is going to be the thing. Is when conflict comes, is there going to be a compromise? And it's not, is it going to, I always have to compromise to make him happy, or vice versa? is it us against the problem, or are we fighting each other over the problem? And when you're a partnership, it should always be, it doesn't matter if it's frustration, doesn't matter if it's exhaustion, doesn't matter if it's fear or communication, whatever it is. The problem is here. We're not communicating properly. The communication is an issue. So we can attack each other over it, or we can say, this is the issue, communication. So it's you and me as a team against the issue. And when you do that, how would you go about it, and how would I go about it? Let's team up together so we can resolve the issue, not attack each other for our shortcomings and our flaws, right? And that takes work and time and actual commitment, and that takes real conversations. So this time, like while you're getting to know each other, fully maximize on that. I love hearing you speak. Just maximize on it. Take that time. Use it to your advantage. And use it to their advantage. Tell them, don't give them like all the roadmap to like break your heart or anything. But tell them, I have these weird little quirks, like me with the coffee table. Like that was a stupid thing, right? Like in the life of all lives, but they may walk in my door at 3:00 in the afternoon and be like, that's a messy coffee table. What the hell? Everything else is good, but the coffee table is just a mess. And that might be exactly what they zone in on. But if I tell you, I've made this boundary and I'm not changing it, whether you come or not, this is a boundary because it's for my sanity. So when you allow that space and you kind of allow to have some fun with it and laugh, because we know, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it was driving me crazy. So was I going to allow it to continue to drive me crazy, or was I going to create a boundary that still solves the problem, but only once a day? And I don't get to think about it any more than that once a day, right? And she didn't fall asleep. She's there. She's mad, though, because she wants... Listen, my kid would not go to child care. She wouldn't do anything. Went through some trauma the last couple years with child care providers, and so I couldn't really do anything. And now that I'm networking and trying to build my business and stuff, I was stuck having to do it while she was in school. Well, just recently, she really likes another mom at the school. She really likes her kids, and she likes hanging out there, and she gets excited to go there. And she's so happy every time. So now I get to go for my little 2-hour workshops, which is where I'm going after here, and my networking events where I can actually get my business and my stuff out there. And she's excited to do it. She's here with her jacket on still, like, let's go. And before, she would have meltdowns. We couldn't leave the house. And my soul would leave my body because I would just think I'm breaking my kid's heart because I had to leave her with childcare. And now she's excited for it. So that's such a big, like, that in itself is pure gold. And I couldn't be more grateful for that. So, but I should get off here because I'm making her hang out. But if you ever have questions, and as long as you don't come in asking, is he or she cheating on me, or what are they doing? I don't peek in other people's curtains. But if you have, clarity questions, or you just want a little inspiration, always stop in, because I will always give it to you. I'll pull cards, but I'll never pull cards that peek in somebody's energy that don't agree. I believe that's universal law, and we don't do peeping toms around here. She laid down for a minute. Yeah, she just doesn't sit still. That's all. That's awesome. Yeah, I know. Man, it makes me so happy. I used to damn near cry every time I had to leave her because I was just so afraid if she was going to have a meltdown, if they were going to take care of her properly. And so I stopped doing childcare altogether. And now it's only 2 hours at a time for networking events and stuff. But 2.5 hours probably. But that 2.5 hours gives me actually an opportunity to get out and connect and actually build and promote my workshops and the things that I need to do. So it's God's just saying, you show up, you keep showing up, we're going to find a path for you. You're creating your own path. And I was waiting for a path to be created for me, and I'm for a moment there, for a small, small moment. And it still is. I'm sure there is behind in the background. But I can't wait for that, if that makes sense. What are you doing? Yeah, she's ready to go. Okay, thank you, my beautiful friend. And I wouldn't ask for anything like that. But, yeah, I would never think for a second that you would. That's my, what do you call that? I can't think what it's called right now. My brain's fried. But yeah, that's just the thing that says, my disclaimer. I couldn't find the word. My God. That's what it is. I won't hold you. Yes, I have to go too. I'm sitting here and I always like to chat, but I gotta get out of here. And I appreciate you. I hope everything works out. And when you guys finally meet, or even before, stop in, let me know. I was so excited for you. That's exciting. I love seeing people fall in love. Nothing makes me happy than seeing people falling in love and people after many, many years like working through and still being in love. I'm such a geek for that. It is what it is. All right, I love you. I appreciate everyone that stopped in. And no matter all of the back and forth, just remember, give yourself permission. Don't worry about anyone else. Give yourself permission. Don't block yourself. I love you guys. And have a good night.